Welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV drama series. Today's story is about the Bard Stalker. If you're enjoying my Final Fantasy XIV drama stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's begin. This story didn't happen directly to me, but to my girlfriend. The whole situation was stressful and tiring though. It was a couple of years ago. We'd formed a static with other FC members and a couple of other people we knew on the server. And we had one guy join as a bard. Everyone seemed nice at first, and we all do quite well as the static together. The members, including the bard, are Japanese. I'm British and my girlfriend is from Australia, and this came into play later. The bard becomes really interested in my girlfriend, where she comes from, what she looks like, etc., and talks about how he's interested in learning English. Not an unusual reaction really when you're an overseas person living in Japan and playing a game on the JP server. Some people just get curious to how or why we are there. So we had a web forum we used to communicate in. Discord didn't really catch on yet for another year as the standard way to do everything. In a general thread, we often posted pictures of ourselves just to get to know each other a bit. He became really obsessed with my girlfriend's pictures. Often in TeamSpeak, when we were out of a raid, he wasn't around talking to any of us. But if my girlfriend was alone, he'd suddenly appear to talk to her. We observed him doing this many times. The bard seemed harmless mostly, but something about him got kind of creepy and it began bothering her. He came to an IRL offline meeting we had, and he was this quiet salaryman type. Didn't say much, but seemed nice enough. It was after that when the problems began. He found out where my girlfriend worked, and showed up there one day talking to her and lurking around. Bruh. She was upset by this, and I spoke to him about it, asking why he did it. He claimed it was an accident, and he was just surprised to see her. I hoped it would end there, but it didn't. He went into her place of work several more times and was also seen near our apartment building. He began saying a lot of creepy stuff like how Western women are better and how he wants to protect her and stuff. He was following her at the station and my girlfriend attempted to seek help by telling someone around her that she was being followed. The person she spoke to for help then spoke to the bard player, and after they talked, he didn't seem that bothered by the whole situation, so he told my girlfriend to just ignore the guy. Later down the road, the bard player left the static due to people getting annoyed at all his creepiness in the game. But he still kept following my girlfriend in-game or showing up at her IRL workplace. He was hanging around outside our apartment once again, so we called the police. When the police arrived, they spoke to him and us, as well as asking him to go through his phone since he was recording when the police showed up. When looking through his phone, the police found a bunch of pictures and videos on his phone, most likely of my girlfriend, and was told to delete it all and stay away from us. This was thankfully enough to scare him off, but it was just weird how he could have been watching us in a lot of places that we didn't know about. This is one of the reasons that I'm happy to not live there anymore. It was always a worry of mine that the bard player would start talking to her again. That's not even counting the creepy love notes he messaged her and unsolicited dick pics he sent her 3 to 4 times. The dude was straight up creepy. That story was very wild, and I feel so bad for the couple, especially the girl just feeling so uncomfortable at her workplace. And I can't believe he also found out where they lived. I would want to move and even change my job, but that just sucks because it's not easy to just get up and move and change jobs. By the sounds of it, it does sound like he stopped, but still, it would still make me feel a little bit uneasy knowing that this person knows exactly where he can find me if he really wanted to. And I used to live in the Philippines, and I know that whenever there are foreigners, sometimes the local people would just be like, wow, like you're a blonde? Like I've seen a blonde girl get a ton of attention at the club because it is so rare to see like a foreigner amongst like the crowd of Asians. So there are some people who just get kind of like so amazed and almost just like fall in love with how different someone is, and it can turn into something very creepy like this. But yeah, I'm just happy I'm not in that girl's shoes. I feel so bad for her. And I hope things are looking up for the couple now. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this Final Fantasy XIV drama story. If you have any of your own drama stories that you'd like me to share and read out anonymously, feel free to reach out to my Discord, discord.gg/Pathra. And I'll see you in my next video.